Hi there everyone and welcome to the Watch channel. Today we are taking a look at the PD-YS005 model from Pagani Design. Now I've been road testing this for a couple of weeks just to see what it feels like and if I decide if I actually like it, because truth be told I was a little bit torn as to whether I should get this or not. But you know what, variety is the spice of life, so I thought I'll try it and see what I think. I must say that Jody from Just One More Watch is the enabler for me in terms of Pagani designs. I was watching his channel and I came across this brand through him, so thanks a lot for that, Jody. You're costing me a fortune in cheap Homage watches from AliExpress. But on that note, guys, AliExpress can be a little bit of a minefield in terms of where you get it from. I will put a link up in the description to tell you where I bought this one from. But to be very, very clear, I'm not an affiliate or anything like that, so I don't make anything from them. Just, like I say, I want to make sure that if you are going to buy one of these, then you hopefully get the same service that I did. In terms of delivery, I got this from Australia and it took me about 5-7 days, something like that, from ordering through to it arriving. So very fast, and thankfully it wasn't 11 when it arrived. Now, if you do have any questions, please put them in the comment section below and I will come back to you as soon as I can. As always though, if you do like the content and you are feeling particularly generous and you're not already a subscriber, please do so, and a like would be greatly appreciated. So guys, without further ado, let's get into the review and take a little bit of a deeper look at this watch. So today we're taking a look at the Pagani Design model reference PD-YS005. This is essentially a homage to the Omega Seamaster 300 heritage models and comes in a variety of different colorways. As you can see, this model is the Blue Bezel blue dial with orange subtext. If we start with the dimensions of the watch, you're looking at a 41mm diameter case. You have 48mm from top lug to bottom lug. You have a thickness of 13mm and the bandwidth is 20mm. Looking at the case, you do have a very nice brushed finish across the entire case. The only exception is just on these little scalloped corners where you do have a little bit of a high polish effect, but overall this satin brush effect. You can see there you do have the signed Pagani crown and that brush finishing on the sides there. On the bezel you do have a ceramic insert with an orange lume pip and orange engraving there. In terms of movement, very nice, not too much back play, and does actually align. If we look at the dial, you can see it is a sandwich affair. So we have on the 12, 3, 6 and 9, you do have like a sort of a recessed component. It's actually very similar to what you'd find on a Panerai Luminor. You've got the orange Pagani Design logo and text, and the same matching orange on the hands, which is quite nice. The only thing I would say that I would change on this is that text at the bottom. I don't have any problems with saying automatic, water resistant, 200 meters, etc. But I think it would have been nice, just for sake of continuity, just to make that the same colour, so that orange as the Pagani logo up there. Looking at the bracelet, you can see you do have a nice Oyster style there, solid end links, and you have the high polish on the outside and then the satin finish through the middle. You see you do have a milled clasp, which is very nice and has that Pagani text across it. You do have the twin pushers and a diver's extension. Inside the watch you're going to find the Seiko NH-35A. I've been told that this is essentially an externally supplied 4R36, so anybody who's got a 4R36 in their Seikos, the NH-35A is Seiko's external supplier option. So if that is the case, and with it being Seiko movement, I've got no problems with that at all. I think it's going to be very reliable and give you plenty of years of worry-free running. In terms of accuracy, I think you're probably looking maybe 25-30 seconds a day, something like that. Water resistance, if you hadn't already guessed because it says on the dial, it is 200 meters water resistant, so you know, no fear going into the water. I have put the watch on this orange strap for you in some of the footage, which I quite like. I think it offsets the orange tones on the bezel and the face quite nicely. But yeah, really, really nice watch. In terms of retail, you're looking probably about 150 to 180 depending on when and where you buy it from. I'll put a link in the description to the place that I bought it from. Sapphire crystal, so no problems there, going to be very durable, and it does have an anti-reflective coating on the inner side, so it's quite good at reflecting some of the light. Overall finishing for the watch I'm really quite impressed with. I'll show you some footage on the back. You've got some nice well, I'll say etching or engraving on the back there with a an old school diver's helmet, but yeah, really, really nice watch for the price point. One area that the watch doesn't impress me too much is the loom. So I'm going to put some footage up for you now to show you what the loom looks like, but don't be deceived. Essentially, the only areas that are going to give you reasonable loom for any amount of time, I'm talking, you know, a couple of hours or so, are going to be on the hour, minutes and seconds hand. The dial, if you put it up straight away, it shines pretty bright, but within a matter of 10-15 seconds that has disappeared. So, you know, that's always something to consider. I'm not too sure how much you know, a dash of loom paint costs, but it is a common area where these watches do tend to fail miserably. In saying that though, you know, with the hour, minute and seconds hand, I can see the time throughout the night once my eyes have adjusted, so it's you know, it's not all bad news, but certainly not in the same league as what you would find from a Seiko or a Citizen. So guys, there you have it, the PD-YS005 from Pagani Design. I'd be keen to hear your comments on this watch. Tell me what you think. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think that it would look better with the rose gold version? Do you like the black dial? So on and so forth. If you do have specific questions though, put them down there and I will come back to you as soon as I can. Other than that guys, all that's left to say is thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video, and I wish you a very relaxing rest of the weekend. Take care, see you soon.